For drones begin? Everybody wants to know. The nation wants to know.
No, it's a very interesting thing. I'm more of a mechanical guy than I love the mechanics of things. I like to see it happen because it's much more easier to understand. So bikes and all from an early age, and also the fact that in India, like in the West, bike is still more passion, and it's slightly different. In India, bike is a commuter segment. We use a bike to go to from place A to place B. So it's a mode of transport. When it comes to drones, I am 81 born. I don't think in the 90s there was any concept of drones. So the 90s, even early 2000. But in the games, so when you play let's say a PlayStation, or you play now something in an iPad, so drone is one concept that has caught everybody's imagination. And even when you fly a plane in a game, it seems more like a drone. So that was my fondness towards the drones. It started, I think 2015 or 16 was the first time I got myself a drone. That time the restrictions were not there, so I got myself a nice drone, and it could fly for 30 minutes, small, not very big. And the first time I actually flew it, I was fascinated with that thing. To imagine something that light which can stay up for so long, 30 minutes, and literally went up so far that it was very difficult to see it. So I was like, this is something that definitely is the future. I never thought drones will become the future how it is today. It's a matter of imagination. It's a platform where you can make it do anything. It's all about the technology you have, what you can put into the drone. So I feel, that's where it all started. I'm still not a good flyer because, I didn't get time to continuously fly it. But now hopefully, I have more time also, so I can play around a bit more.
We are there for you, my boy, to make you a ace pilot. But I wanted to know, you touched upon a very fascinating point that, where you got interested into drones, and you laid out your thought process right away from the 1980s and games. That is so nice. It's insightful. But I want your perspective and your opinion about what you feel is the potential for drones in India.
I would say it will create a disruption in the sense, as I said, I feel it's a platform. Now it's up to our imagination how and what we can put in and how we want to use it. And in the global conflict, one of the biggest thing is the global conflict that we are seeing, the amount of drones that are getting used, whether it's just for surveillance security or, with the armaments and everything. But if you take it away, we are talking about delivery. We are even talking about using it to supplement, 3G, 4G or 5G services in the rural areas. And I feel that will be massive because the drone technology will also keep on improving. I feel in the coming years we'll have much better technology. The power or the research that has been done on the batteries, will go up further, not only because of the drones, because the EV is coming in, and we all think it's much more cleaner and all of that. So a lot of technology will flow in, and I feel it will be a matter of, how and what we can imagine and how well they marry each other, because there's always when people design something, it's there, but when they integrate it, that's a real challenge, how well it is integrated, how easy it is, to be used, especially if it's made for a common man. And agriculture, I think we'll talk about it later, but, agriculture is another big thing, where I feel it will have a big impact.
Absolutely, you're so right, because if you see drones today, back in the day, you used to be only able to take pictures with it or capture videos. But today you're able to attach it with probes, sensors, magnetometers, sprayers, and you are able to even fit 4G and 5G enabled drones to provide connectivity in rural India. So you're absolutely right, the potential is immense. But, you spoke about dreams, you spoke about logic, now you speak about potential. But there's one thing which I'm very certain that every single person in this room feels, at least, a majority of my life, but being a sports person, but I'm sure everyone in this room feels pressure. Everyone feels the expectations. But how does one deal with the pressure and the expectations that are set upon themselves, and how does one cope with the pressure?
I think being a cricketer, we have felt that pressure throughout. Whenever we turn up to play for India, there's pressure for us. And what is important is to take it in your stride. Once I realized, I was like, I need to have fun with it. Fun in the sense, whenever somebody says, oh, you need to win the World Cup and this and that, I was like, okay, tell me why we should win the World Cup. So now, from that just sense of pressure talk, we start having a conversation with the other individual. So I'm talking about 2011 now. And they were like, it's happening in India, that's why we need to win the World Cup. And I said, but none of the home teams have ever won a World Cup. So now they're like, okay, we never knew that. I'm like, that's how it is. So you start having fun, you take it in your stride, because one of the biggest thing is, not to get overwhelmed with the expectations. Pressure, like when it came to us, it was not pressure, it was more like expectation level. The fact is, people want the Indian cricket team to win each and every game. And if you at times ask them, okay, why do you think it should happen? They're like, no, you're representing your country. We are one of the big powers when it comes to cricket. And I'm like, the opposition we are playing against, they are also representing their country. They're also big. So there's no good reason that India will only win. In sports, you go out and you compete. If you lose, you accept it and you improve. So when it comes to handling pressure, what is important is to have your own expectation level. One of the things that really helps is, to be honest to yourself. Because in today's world, we can lie to everyone, be it my wife, my parents, my sister. But one of the facts of life is you cannot lie to yourself. So, you have your own expectation level set, you have your target set, and every morning when you go, you see yourself in the mirror, you see what has really happened in the past couple of days or month, and you tell yourself what needs to be done. Every failure teaches you something. What is important is how to take it in your stride, how to accept it. And all those learnings help you become a better person. So you don't handle pressure, you follow the path. The pressure will get handled. The result will come. You have that process, you will get the result. If you don't get the result, the path will tell you where all the mistakes happened, what are the learnings, and it will equip you so that in the next 500 meters or 1 kilometer, you achieve your target. You get a process where which you will achieve what you want to achieve with discipline, hard work, sincerity, and the most important thing is honesty to yourself.
Wow. That was hands down, such an insightful reply and a response, and he took so much time in explaining it to us. Thank you, my bhai. Thank you so much. For the final question of the session, because we have other things to cover as well today, I would like to recall the advice that you gave me during the shooting of this ad. You told me a couple of months ago with this advice that really changed my perspective on decision making. You told me that sometimes, you will be faced with a challenge, and most people will listen to their mind or their heart in saying, oh, chase that ball, hit that ball for a 6. But you need to resort to your conscious and take that decision. And it's a very split second decision between listening to your heart and mind and listening to your conscious. And you have said that you should trust your intuition and your conscious a lot more than the heart and mind. I understood that and I've lived by that. I really want the audience as well to understand what you meant by trusting your consciousness and your intuition rather than the heart and mind.
First of all, I go by my, in general terms, we call it gut feel. So a lot of times, even when it comes to me, cricketers were doing commentary, they're like, oh, he's somebody who listens to his gut. One of the thing is, my personal feeling is there's nothing called gut feeling. Basically the thing we are saying gut feeling, it's basically the data you have stored. Whatever you have gone through, whatever matches you have played, whatever has happened, whatever games you have watched, all these are data. You only get an intuition because of that data. You know, let's say if I don't have any knowledge about something, you know, it may be some manufacturing something or whatever, I will never get any intuition unless I, you know, see something that I know about. So my starting point will be that, and then I'll try to connect all the dots, but it's a guesswork. But what happens in our case is, whether it's a field placement, whether it's a bowling change, it is because of the experience that we have already got, because of the fact that we have been in similar situations more often than not. So that to me is gut feeling. You know, I don't know if you're a biker or not, so, you know, this is one of my favorite examples. I'm like, today's world, you know, everything is like fuel injected. So imagine I give you a carburetor, I open it up and look, what is this? So unless you know about it, you won't get any gut feel. It will be like, you know, it's something mechanical, I don't know what it is. So I feel gut feel is very important because it's the first reflection of what the mind thinks about what is in front of you. You know, a lot of times when you are scared, it's illusion. You know, there's nothing and you see something in the air. So I feel gut feel is very important, but you have to weigh in the positives and the negatives and then decide. The problem becomes multifold if you don't have the liberty of time. You know, like when you're batting, you have to decide everything in fraction of second. So if you have the liberty, well and good. If not, generally your first intuition, and especially if you have knowledge about the subject, your first intuition is quite right. It's, you know, if you have time, then follow it up with the best pros and cons. If not, then follow your gut. But please don't use it as an excuse. Ah, he said gut, so that's my gut, I did it. The drone won't go through the wall. Even if you have a gut feel, it's not going through the wall.
You know, that is a very nice question. Very nice answer, my bhai. Thank you so much. It was a very insightful session, don't you think, audience?
Don't you think, audience?
So now, my bhai, I would like to inconvenience you yet again. So I would like you to move towards the podium corner of the stage. Pick up the remote again, and if I may please request you, you know, we may not.
What an insightful speech. The amount of stuff that man has in his mind, oh my God. That 5 minutes is making me, I think I have to process this for 6 hours, whatever he told the last 5 minutes. Thank you so much for being so patient with us. The players are already there. They'll be here in 2 minutes. Just give us some time. Thank you so much. A small hearty request to the students and people over there. I know you are super excited about the players, but please, when the players come, don't crowd them. We will have a separate photo session with the players. Please wait for the same. Thank you so much. Okay, we will play a small game. Who do you think will be the top 4 teams of IPL this year? Chennai, Kandipa. RCB, yeah. Lucknow, Gujarat. You guys all saw the Virat Kohli controversy, yeah? Interesting. Okay, top 4 teams. CSK Kandipa first round. Second? RCB? No sound for RCB, so RCB is not counted, sorry. Gujarat? Mumbai? Mumbai lan Jaikumara. Say okay, next. Lucknow? Punjab? Delhi? Basically what you are saying, CSK is going to be the top first. Second is going to be Mumbai. Third, RCB, just to pass. Lucknow, no ma'am, no support for Lucknow.
I support them.
I don't think it's going to happen. Sorry guys, 2 minutes. வந்துட்டே இருக்காங்க. CSK players.
சென்னை சூப்பர் கிங்ஸுக்கு பெரிய விசில் அடிங்க. எங்க ஊரு சென்னைக்கு பெரிய விசில் அடிங்க. எங்க தலை தோனிக்கு பெரிய விசில் அடிங்க.
Guys, a humble request, please do not crowd them, please, please.
Chennai Super Kings.
சென்னை சூப்பர் கிங்ஸுக்கு பெரிய விசில் அடிங்க. எங்க ஊரு சென்னைக்கு பெரிய விசில் அடிங்க. எங்க தலை தோனிக்கு பெரிய விசில் அடிங்க.
Chennai Super Kings whistle pole.
சென்னை சூப்பர் கிங்ஸுக்கு பெரிய விசில் அடிங்க. எங்க ஊரு சென்னைக்கு பெரிய விசில் அடிங்க. எங்க தலை தோனிக்கு பெரிய விசில் அடிங்க.
Guys, I will humbly request you all to please give them space so that they can walk on the boat.
Chennai Super Kings.
Guys, please give a big round of applause to Shivan Dubey, Deepak Thair and Devon Conway.
எங்க ஊரு சென்னைக்கு பெரிய விசில் அடிங்க.
Players படுத்தாதீங்க guys. And one more.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. So, let me take great pride and immense privilege to welcome CSK's own Deepak Chahar, Mr. Shivam Dubey, and the opening master blaster, Mr. Devon Conway. So, before we get started, I wanted to, these guys don't need any introductions, but we'll get straight into the program. We would want to ask a few questions to all three of you. My opening question to the opening bowler is that today you saw a lot of different types of drones. What did you think about it, and what was your experience witnessing multiple different drones, especially the delivery drone which we're using for Swiggy?
First of all, thank you so much for inviting us. And I didn't think that the drones are so big because we only see them in the air and they look small. So when we realized they are big in size, and I like the delivery drone because we as sportsmen we are always traveling, always staying in the hotel, and we have few teammates like Shivam Dubey who likes a lot of food. So then we have to order a lot of Swiggy and Zomato, but then every time we have to wait for the food for at least 1 hour, 1.5 hours. And if we have these drones, we can probably receive our food quickly. And then, Shivam Dubey can hit more sixes and need more food.
That's a very nice question. But my second question is to the opening batsman, Mr. Devon Conway. Devon, you being such a versatile player with a wide range of shots, what did you think about the drones that you saw which had diverse applications, especially in terms of mining, agriculture, defense, etc.?
Yeah, I think it's pretty special to see the drones. I didn't know much about drones before today, and seeing some of them with agricultural purpose, defense, as Deepak said, how big some of them are. It's pretty special to see that Garuda's producing such fantastic drones.
My next question would be to Mr. Shivam Dubey. Shivam, please do tell me that you are the man who's been hitting maximums this year, right? With like monstrous sixes. You also saw a very wide range of drones which are super big, especially if you can see Vajra here. This is over 8 feet in length. So what did you think, your first opinion on seeing drones which are super big and they can do a lot of different aspects?
I think I've not seen the drone live before today. So I did not expect that the drone would be so big, and they have so many things to do, probably agriculture, defense, many things, as Deepak said, for the food also. So it's really good for us to get the food early, and I'm very excited about these drones. So really amazing. Thank you.
Devon, the next question is to you. You're from South Africa and also representing New Zealand. So I wanted to know, you've been traveling all around the world. You have a very diverse perspective. I wanted to ask you your opinions of drones, the market globally, and your experience personally when you keep seeing these drones flying, when you're hitting all those sixes.
Yeah, I think the diversity in drones is amazing. As we've learned today, that there's drones for agriculture, defense, also just ordinary use with taking video footages and photos of different parts of the area. And I think the space in which it's growing so nicely and so fast it's great to see. And I think there's more to learn each day as you keep working closely with the drones.
Thank you. Next question would be to Mr. Deepak Chahar. So I saw that you took a keen liking towards the DHONI drone. So I think you also know, and I spoke to you about this, that we named that drone after none other than Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So what did you think about the DHONI drone especially, and a few words on that?
I think it's a brilliant name because, everyone knows why it's special. And I would like to say, the drones I saw today, they will surely make a change in the world because, I come from a village. I've seen agriculture, and I've seen how people struggle in the village. And then my father, he was in defense, he was in Air Force. So I have seen that part also. But I think these drones will really help defense and farmers as well. So I think this is a good chance for all the youngsters, those who want to, help defense or, be helpful to their family, those who are in agriculture. I think they're going to do an amazing job.
Thank you so much. Yes, I did brief all the three players about our Garuda Kisan drones, which recently received type certification. So you will be able to receive loans as well as subsidies on these drones. And we are seeing over 6,000 drones that have been pre-booked by a lot of youngsters from across India. So just a point to note there. I know we are very huge on stats, and I will be sharing some stats very soon. But let me quickly ask Shivam, we would really love to know a little bit about you personally on how your experience has been as a cricketer, as a youngster, because you inspire a lot of young people around the world. So we just wanted to know, as an athlete, the commitment that you need to put into sport, because that is the same kind of commitment that a drone entrepreneur puts into his work. So we would like to know how important commitment and sincerity is in anything you pursue in life.
Probably it's just about discipline, and it's about dedication, what people think about it. And what is my opinion to everyone, you are a cricketer, you are a football player, or you want to be an engineer, you have to be dedicated, because if you are dedicated, because many people in India are dedicated, but the percentage are very less, but the percentage you make it more, that makes you successful. So making every day count, every meal, every seconds counts for your life. So it is very important to work every second in every day.
Thank you so much. Now we would like to, we had a small kind of event where we asked the audience to ask you guys a few questions. So I have the audience questions with us. The first one is to Devin. So, as CSK fans, we are used to suspense till the last ball of the match. So tell us about a CSK match which gave you the same sort of anxiety or a nail-biting finish story.
Yes, I think a match that comes to mind was last year's IPL. We played against Mumbai Indians at the D.Y. Patel Stadium. And I remember we needed 4 off the last ball. My boy was on strike, and yeah, he obviously clipped it onto the leg side, hitting a boundary and winning us that game off the last ball. So that's one that was etched in my memory for a long time.
Thank you so much. That was a wonderful memory. Who remembers the CSK's double victory this season against Mumbai Indians this season? Everybody remembers that, and we are so happy that El Clasico landed in our favor this year. The next question is to Mr. Deepak Chahar. Please tell us one favorite memory at CSK and receiving advice on a positive note from Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Hello, I've been fortunate to play with Mahendra since last 6-7 years, and I have received so many advice. But he's someone who, I'm someone who learns a lot from him, but not just what he says, but I see what he does. I've been fortunate. I've spent so much time in his room, everything, because his room is always open for the youngsters, and I've seen how humble he is and how he treats everyone equally. That's the best part of him. No matter who are you and what you work, he's always same for everyone. So this I have learned a lot from Mahendra, to be same for everyone, be humble, and just focus on the process. And then obviously when he's playing on the ground, he thinks about cricket, and when he comes off the field, and he's a different man. But when he enters the ground, he's a different man. So obviously, that small things I've learned a lot, but obviously I can't tell everything here, but I've learned a lot.
Thank you. Let's give a round of applause to all the amazing answers that they've been giving. So one question that the CSK universe wants to know from you, Shivam, is the audience wants to know, you've been hitting sixes like monster sixes, like 90, 96, 100-meter sixes. The question is, do you know that you've hit a six the minute it touches the bat, or do you wait to see the ball actually hit the stands and then you realize?
Definitely, when the ball hits the bat, I can feel it's gonna be a 6. But you're talking about monster, so I have to see that how long it goes.
How many of you have all seen Shivam's monster sixes this IPL? I can't hear you.
Big fan.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So now we do have 3, because we've had nice discussions in the back. So we wanted to award all 3 gentlemen for being so patient, and despite they finishing up their match only a couple of days back and they have a packed schedule, we wanted to give them an honorary award and a memento because I feel that they deserve that. So please join us in welcoming Dr. Vijay Kumar to present the awards to Devon Conway, to Shivam Dubey, as well as to Deepak Chahar. Now we have a very exciting segment, the rapid fire round for all three of you gentlemen. First, we will start with Deepak Chahar. So it'll be 10 questions, almost yes or no, or like, either or questions. Are you all ready for the rapid fire round? Where's the excitement, everyone? All right, Deepak, ready? First over or last over when you bowl?
First.
Bowled or LPW, your preferred wicket?
Bold.
Caught and bowled or caught behind by Mahi Bhai?
Caught behind by Mahi Bhai.
Outswinger or in-swinger?
In-swinger.
In-swing. Yorker or slow balls?
Yorker.
Favorite wicket, Rohit Sharma or Virat Kohli? It's a tough one.
India wants to know.
Yeah, I've got Rohit Bhai many times, so Virat Kohli.
Favorite food, idli or dosa?
Dosa.
Favorite beach in Chennai, Marina or Besant Nagar?
Marina.
Neenga sollakudaduppa, he has to answer.
I have a picture of my mother on Marina Beach, and I am in her tummy inside. So
Wow.
I have a long connection
With Marina Beach. Wow, that's amazing. Give him a round of applause for that. Okay, between the two IPL trophies, 2018 or 2021?
I would say 18 because that was my first one, and we came back after a long
Yeah.
time. So I think 18,
Amazing.
18.
Okay, this is the last one for Deepak Chahar, tough one. Agra or Chennai?
Chennai.
All right, that's good. Now we move on to Devon. Are you ready, Devon?
I'm ready.
Fours or sixes?
Sixes.
Six of a spinner or of a pace bowler?
Off a pace bowler.
Why?
Just because I feel like when they try and bowl fast, I just want to hit it further.
That's nice. Your best friend in CSK, Ruturaj Gaikwad or Mitch Santner?
Ruturaj.
Your favorite shot while batting?
Straight drive.
While you're fielding, what would you prefer, runouts or tough catches?
Tough catches.
Your favorite cuisine, North Indian or South Indian?
South Indian.
Your favorite hobby,
Golf.
hot tub or ice bath?
Hot tub.
Why?
I hate the ice bath. It's too cold.
Your favorite workouts, weights, cardio or nets?
I'd say cardio. I'm not that strong. I'm not like Shivam.
But you still hit the long ball.
Just timing.
All right. The last one for you, Devin. Orange cap or CSK winning the IPL trophy this year?
CSK winning the IPL trophy.
All right, the last one for Shivam Dubey. First, let's give a huge round of applause. Shivam, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Batting or bowling?
Batting.
In fielding, a high catch or a low slip catch?
Definitely a high catch.
Your favorite city, Bangalore or Chennai?
Chennai.
Favorite color, red or yellow?
Yellow.
Your favorite shot to play?
Probably straight behind the bowler.
Anything for 6.
Your favorite player to watch from the non-striker's end?
Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Why?
Because he gives a different vibes when he's batting with you, and he gives more advice, and definitely you can dominate the bowlers over there.
And when he's batting, then all the people are not praying to the batsman to get out. Otherwise, when he's not batting, everyone is praying that batsman should get out and he should come in.
That's so true. Last few matches we've been seeing when Jaddu is getting out, everyone's clapping and like cheering.
Yeah, and Jaddu and Raidu Bhai have been talking about this because whenever they're batting, everyone wants them to get out. Now, what kind of support is this?
Then I think Mahi Bhai should start coming 1 down or 2 down, right?
Yes, I've been telling him to play 1 down.
Last match he came early to bat.
Yeah, that's true. All right. This is an easy one. Your favorite captain?
Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
All right. You've seen, Shivam, that our Garuda logo for the IPL season after our association with CSK has turned from blue to yellow. So which would you prefer, Garuda with blue or Garuda in yellow?
Definitely with yellow.
All right, then we'll have to do something about it to permanently make that. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Your favorite drone, what you saw, the Garuda Kisan drone or DHONI drone named after Dhoni Bhai?
DHONI drone.
All right, wonderful. So thank you so much. Please give them a round of applause for answering all these questions. So just before we wrap up for the question and answers, we would like, because there's a lot of youngsters here today, Deepak, Shivam as well as Devin. So we would like to start off with Deepak. Very short advice for youngsters who are dreaming to be big, being on this stage, doing something with their lives. Your advice to such people?
Only one thing: hard work is the key, and the consistency. You will see people working hard a lot, but it depends how long you are working hard. So if you're only working hard for 1 month, you will get result for 1 month. If you're working hard for 5 months, you'll get result. So what I say is just give it a proper time to anything what you're doing. Aim for 10 years. One thing I say to everyone is, when you want to be an engineer or a doctor, you study for 17 to 18 years. You aim for 18 years. Your parents allow you to do. You study for 18 years, then you become a doctor, engineer. I'm telling you, if you give 10 years to sports, you will surely make it wherever you want to. But that 10 years has to be day and night, work hard, and with the same dedication.
Thank you. Your advice to youngsters?
Probably I would say Deepak told about hard working, and when you come to a big stage, you need to be little smarter, and I think you need to work what makes your work improve. So working smartly is very important now, because you just can't work day and night, and when you come to a good stage, you have to work very smartly and update yourself every time.
Thank you so much. Please give a round of applause. So Devin, it must be quite exciting for you to see so many youngsters in one room, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I see some people waving, and it's good to see everyone here today. So thanks for having us.
Yes. So your advice to all youngsters in the room today, and also for the several thousands who are watching it online, your advice for young people in India who are wanting to make it big, with big dreams.
Yeah, I think my advice is simple. If you've got a dream, always, do everything you can to chase that dream. Just enjoy what you do, have fun, regardless of what you're doing. Every day, try and look to improve, and yeah, just give it your all. Don't ever look back with regrets, and yeah, just have fun what you're doing.
Thank you all so much. So with that, we come to close for the question and answer session. So we would now like to move on to the awards. So I'd like Mr. Vijay Kumar to do the honors of announcing the recipients of the National Drone Awards 2023, who will be awarded by Deepak Shivam as well as Devon Conway. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's an honor for me and Garuda Aerospace, Bharat Drone Association, National Drone, to announce the National Drone Awards 2023. Quite a few number of categories. We've taken a lot of effort in identifying companies, individuals, systems, in recognizing their effort in adoption of technology and in building the ecosystem. To start with the first category, Public Sector Awards. You may be wondering that only drone is being adopted by the private sector or individuals. There are big PSUs, Navaratna companies, who have adopted the drone technology much earlier and in a big way. And today's winners for the most active public sector company to adopt drones are Indian Oil Corporation Limited, Steel Authority of India Limited, and Bharat Earth Movers Limited. Let us give a big round of applause to these PSUs, please. Supporting the nation. The next award in the Public Sector Awards, the most innovative drone application in public sector, has been adopted by the National Thermal Power Corporation, Varanasi Smart City, and Indian Space Research Organization. Can I ask one of the winners to come on stage and receive the award, please? The next category, Academia Awards. Professors and individual research scientists who have contributed to the drone ecosystem. Leading academic researchers, Professor Neha Chauhan, founder of Aviatron, Professor Omkar, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, Professor Abhishek, Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur. On behalf of all three of them, I request one of the representatives to come on stage and receive the award, please. The next category, Social Impact Awards. It is not that the drones are being used only for commercial purposes. There are a lot of individuals, a lot of companies who have used the drones for CSR. Garuda Aerospace, one of the leading there, where drones were used in a lot of COVID situations. The winners for this particular award, COVID-19 Heroes, Chennai Drone Academy, Madras Droners, and Drone Dues. May I request the representatives to come on stage and receive the award, please? Now we move on to the Private Sector Awards. The most active private sector company to adopt drones, Messrs. Godrej and Messrs. Vedanta. And the most innovative drone application in private sector, L&T Power, and Tata Projects. One of the representatives is here to collect the award on behalf of all the 4 companies. Garuda Aerospace slogan has been Jai Kisan, Jai Jawan and Jai Hind. In line with that, one of the categories that has been named is Jai Kisan Drone Awards. The most active organization to adopt Kisan Drone Award goes to Indian Council of Agriculture Research, Central Farm Machinery Training and Testing Institute, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, Coimbatore. Along with that, the most innovative Kisan Drone Application Award goes to Central Institute of Brackish Water Aquaculture, Chennai, and the Indian Institute of Millets Research. May I request one of the scientists to come on stage and receive the award, please? One category before we move on to the next segment of the agenda today, the special awards, outstanding contribution to ease of doing business and outstanding contribution to the drone ecosystem. 4 winners, the Quality Council of India, Tata Voltas, Telangana Hub Hyderabad, Tamil Nadu Industrial Development Corporations. Can I request one of the representatives to come on the stage, please? May I request the winners to come on stage for a group photograph? A special recognition under the Manufacturer Awards. I request the CEO and MD of Vector Technique to come on stage and receive the award on behalf of his company for the award Master of Intellectual Property in the Propulsions category. May I request Mr. Chaitanya. Garuda Aerospace, Bharat Drone Association and the National Drone Pilot Association takes great pride in announcing the Academia Awards under the category Student Entrepreneur of the Year from the institution Agni College of Technology. May I request the principal, if he is available, to come on stage and collect the award, or his representative. May I request the professor to come on stage from Agni College. May I request the CEO and founder, Mr. Agnishwar Jayaprakash, to give his special address.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for being part of such an amazing event, and you've been a lovely audience and an amazing crowd. And now what we would like to do is, Vijay sir. So what I would like to share with all of you is the updated scoreboard of Garuda Aerospace. I'm going to read out a few numbers. The updated numbers for 2023. Last time we announced the scoreboard is the bunch of achievements that Garuda Aerospace has done in the past, and that was when our beloved
dealers agreements that we have signed is over 225. We have signed agreements and training institutes, partnerships with over 95 colleges. We have several partnerships of over 193 signed with HAL, BEML, Intel Wipro, as well as Vector Technics. We have raised the largest ever Series A fund round of $22 million, which has never been done before in the drone sector. We have mapped over 10,000 villages under the Swamitwa scheme, and we've designed over 36 different types of drones. We have been featured in over 10,000 articles, and we offer 66 different types of services. So apart from that, this is quite honestly because of the hard-working team that strives on a day-to-day basis at Garuda Aerospace. So I would like to dedicate all the amazing achievements that Garuda has done to all the employees as well as staff and the interns of Garuda Aerospace, as well as the interns from Agni College of Technology. Thank you so much. A huge round of applause for all of these hard workers who have made us quite successful. So with that, we still have a few more awards to be awarded, and we have a very interesting segment that's coming up. Dr. Vijay will take the reins over, and I shall take your leave along with the players because they're getting late for their practice. So thank you so much, everybody.
whistle put.